Welcome to 𝗕𝗂𝗧, the book guy, the show where I read you Amazon or Audible book summaries and reviews of new and best-selling business and personal development books so that you don't have to go searching and reading for yourself. That's right, all you have to do is listen. In this episode, we'll look at Cumulative Advantage, how to build momentum for your ideas, business and life against all odds, by Mark W. Schaefer. Here's the summary from Audible. At its essence, marketing today is about answering one question: how can we be heard? How can we rise above the din of infinite options to create sustainable meaning with an audience or group of customers? Following the old rules of digital engagement is not enough, not nearly enough. Even being great is insufficient in the face of overwhelming competition redefining the limits of excellence every day. From the best-selling author of Known and Marketing Rebellion comes a practical guidebook built for the modern world. Cumulative Advantage demonstrates how the world is stacked against us in big ways and small, and provides new ideas to help us build the unstoppable momentum needed to rise above competitive barricades in business, in our careers, and in our lives. Filled with motivating ideas and fascinating case studies, Cumulative Advantage is an indispensable and practical source of inspiration for every person with a dream that's ready to take flight. You will learn how the initial advantage that drives momentum comes from everyday ideas, the inside secrets of creating vast awareness for your projects, how to nurture powerful connections that lead to breakthrough opportunities, why momentum is driven by the speed, time, and space of a seam, and how the certainty of business uncertainty can be used to your advantage. Mark Schaefer weaves decades of research and revealing expert views into an entertaining guide to building momentous success in the real world. You'll never view the world the same way again after learning how initial advantages, seams of opportunity, sonic booms, and the lift from mentors can impact your world in powerful and permanent ways. Get ready to make Cumulative Advantage work for you and your ideas right now. Now let's check out a couple of reviews. The first is from Alice, whose review is entitled Building Momentum and Advantage One Step at a Time. With a bunch of prior best-selling books in the field of social media marketing and beyond, Mark Schaefer is well known in the marketing community. I've been reading his blog since shortly after it began and generally appreciate everything he has to say. But I will state emphatically that he has outdone himself when he wrote Cumulative Advantage. This book has something for just about everyone. If you have an idea that you want to develop, this book is for you. If you have a business you want to grow, this book is for you. If you want to live a better life, this book is for you. Mark has analyzed what it takes to go from idea to world dominance. Well, perhaps I am exaggerating just a bit, and describes the steps that you can take to get that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. In contrast to other business success books, the steps are clearly elucidated and illustrated with relatable stories of people most of us have heard of. The steps make sense. You can see yourself in many of the examples, therefore you can see how you too can succeed by building your momentum, by taking advantage of every advantage you can leverage, as you add up every little advantage to finally come out on top. You don't need to be an entrepreneur or business person to benefit from reading this book. It's not only informative but fun to read, funny at times and full of insights you can use immediately, as well as use as building blocks in developing your own cumulative advantage. And the second review comes from Jordan Thomas, whose review is entitled, Having an Idea Simply Isn't Enough. He says, I've been an avid admirer of Mark's work for a number of years and am always eager to hear and read his sentiments on all things marketing/content marketing. The best thing about this book is that it can be applied not just to those in that field, but additional fields in which marketing can be implemented. Like other reviews, I relate to reading in the style of a fireside conversation. This read is an inspiring one for those who have any creative idea to learn how to expand, channel, and diversify that idea in a constantly changing world that is always in search of a new and next big idea turned successful endeavor. The main gist I've gotten here is that merely having an idea isn't enough. Part of what makes that idea successful is creating momentum, long-standing purpose, and steadfastness in the midst of noise and persistent busyness. A huge thanks to Mark for this project. It's just what the business world needs in our current circumstances. So, there you have it. That's Cumulative Advantage: How to Build Momentum for Your Ideas, Business and Life Against All Odds by Mark W. Schaefer. There's no hiding that I'm a huge fan of Mark's, and whenever he releases a book, I honestly don't even need to know what it's called or what it's about. I'd order it regardless. But what about you? Have you read or listened to any of Mark's books? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to do all the usual subscribing and bell tapping stuff so that you don't miss out on book summaries and reviews that'll help you to decide what books might be right for you. Until next time, take care. Mark Schaefer weaves decades of research and revealing exploit